This video is sponsored by a special surprise, so keep watching until the very end. When Jack decided he had to move his series to Jack the Nerd on his final YIAY for some reason, I decided, why don't we decide to go back to the start of it? But then, it's fallen into the hands of me. Which is why yesterday, I asked you, what makes you ick? Here are your ickiest answers. Oh my god, this is amazing! My grandma, she heard all the young cool kids talking about getting the ick, and she wanted to make sure I got one too. Thanks, Grandma. Well, you better believe it, your grandma told you that you're gonna get the ick. Could've been way more better than, I don't know, getting the Dorothy inside of an F5? Yeah, I basically watched Twister way too much. Oh my god, I can't pronounce it. Ichthyophoreus multifilus. Oh my god, told you I can't pronounce that. Often termed ick, is a parasitic ciliate described by the French parasitologist Fouquet in 1876. Only one species is found in the genus, which also gave name to the family. The name literally translates as the fish louse with many children. The parasite can infect most freshwater fish species, and in contrast to many other parasites, shows very low host-specific ability. It penetrates gill epithelia, skin, and fins of the fish host and resides as a feeding state, the trophont, inside the epidermis. It is visible as a white spot on the surface of the fish, but, due to its internal microhabitat, it is a true endoparasite and not an ectoparasite. If strict biosecurity rules are violated, the parasite may be introduced into a fish rearing unit by transfer of fish or equipment from infected systems. Wow, you got a long way coming there, except that your username is JustDragons3317. Wow, that's a serious name right there. The fact that Jack would not have a vacuum cleaner if it wasn't for his dogs, and in turn the idea that there are people who don't see the need to own a vacuum. Come on, Jack. Do you have a Shark vacuum cleaner? Haven't you watched stuff like this? Cause that was something back then. Well, hey look, we got a plane flying by. Yeah, I've already watched the film Airplane. It was terrible. Not even its alternative title, Flying High. Never-ending Netflix coming-of-age shows getting extremely popular. I cannot believe that. Also, just recently, the new One Piece remake, new season of the One Piece anime remake had just come out. And yeah, I'm not interested in that, so sorry. The one Garfield comic where all three panels were of John and Garfield passionately making out. If someone wants to do those three panels, do it. The obscure early 1990s children's movie, The Breathy Brungus, the infamous prostate exam turned triple homicide scene, always gets me the icky wickies. Such a quirky film. Excuse me? The early 1990s children's film was absolutely nothing. The only good 90s film to come out was Twister, and that did very well than Airplane. Come on, Twister's box office was $495 million. Airplane was a low $171 million. Why? Remembering that night on July 24th, 1990 in Novosibirsk, Russia, at approximately 12:34 a.m. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that night, would you, Jack? I haven't heard of Russia, but all I know is that the Wolf and the Hare are a pretty good cartoon duo, even if they're chasing each other and killing each other at the same time. The fact that Christopher Pratt isn't voiced every character in the Mario movie, we're limiting his potential. By God, the Mario film was such a big hit. I even have one of the tracks from the film, and by God, it is amazing. I just heard it lots and lots of times, and I swear to God, it's amazing. Even the video is amazing. But for Chris Pratt to do voiceover acting after punching Thanos in the face in Infinity War? I don't think so. Not even voicing Garfield in that Columbia Pictures film that's coming out for some reason. The fact that I totally don't know Jack's location at all times, and totally am not aware of where he keeps his house keys, car keys, and especially his wife. You are a gruesome person, don't you? When I don't get enough kisses from the monster in my closet. You have a bad thing coming for some reason. Not a good one, but not really. When grown adults obsess over Disney... Wait! How about when grown adults obsess over Airplane? Yeah, that's a very bad one that adults are gonna be obsessed with, because it's just a ripoff of 0 Hour. Come on. 0 Hour. The old black and white period drama from 1956. Why did they rip it off? Why? Saint Ick, the patron saint of ignis, grossness, and Jack's films. Haven't you even watched Jack's films? Jack's films is like a ripoff of Sister Sniper Wolf. You got that on that? When your brothers don't kiss you goodnight. Look a little better than when your sisters don't kiss you good morning. Don't ya? Hearing older generations try to pronounce meme causing Mimi Big Boy to echo through my mind. Really? Am I ever going to say Mimi Big Boy? Not really. I am never gonna say Mimi Big Boy in anything, and I'm never going to only say Mimi Big Boy because I will not do it at all. Mimi Big Boy, 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 Mimi Big Boy. Mimi Big Boy. And finally, the one thing that makes you ick? Watching from a good episode of YIAY, or Yesterday I Asked You, and suddenly be reminded you don't use the end theme anymore. Well, I guess that says something because I have no idea. But what I do know is that this video is sponsored by my green screen. No, I'm not joking. The whole thing is literally sponsored by my green screen. I am not kidding. In fact, I am kidding because this whole video is sponsored by my computer animation division, Fox-Pixar Animations, a division of Fox-Pixar Media, which is also a division of Cinema International Corporation, or CIC, which is notable for their video division, CIC Video. That is a mouthful right there. We've been currently working on a computer animation film for the first time ever since Walt Disney Productions did Toy Story in 1995, which is a film that I did not like, at least. We are currently in the process of making the first ever computer animated feature that we have ever done, or that we are gonna do, called Danger Mouse Operation Greenback. A film where Danger Mouse goes up against the Baron, or Baron Sirius von Greenback, in an ultimate computer animation adventure like never before. Something that Walt Disney Productions didn't do for Toy Story in 1995, which is a film that Pixar was not involved in because of the Black Friday reel from 1993. If you probably already know what the Black Friday reel is now, it's the one when Woody throws Buzz out the window. And if you haven't seen it, well, it's currently in production now, so if you haven't seen one portion of it, well, how about I show you a portion of it right now, particularly from the opening scene.
What would I know about that? I was supposed to have the right to make that target. If you, on the other hand, would let me take control of this thing, then we would all be crushed to hell.
See that? Totally better than Toy Story. Thought Woody was gonna say you are a toy, aren't you? And yes, according to the announcement trailer, well, announcement teasers by the way, they're gonna have appearances from every single character ever. Danger Mouse, Penfold, Baron Sirius von Greenback, Colonel K, Stiletto Mafiosa, Quark, Pandemonium, Nero, Count Duckula. Everyone's gonna be in it! Well, you probably already know back then if you've seen the 2015 series, the one where it's based on. But wait a minute, you already did make a Danger Mouse film in 2016! And every other thing that you ever done! Oh, That's the key. This is a computer animation version, something that we haven't even done before. But we already had done computer animation, so it's a big choice. And we are attempting and or proposing for, well, the final scene, well, the final part of the opening scene when the Baron is like holding the earth in his hands. That's something that we're gonna do. So make sure you check out Fox-Pixar Animations to see how it all plays out. Maybe if you can check out the test reels and our predictions and the production updates that we've been doing. Yeah, you probably already know why, so check that out. God, that's some good stuff right there. I have a question for you. What video would Jax Films actually do? Like, imagine if Scissor Snappable would make a new video, then Jax Films would make his own video, his newer video. How will it look?
Leave your answers in the comments below. I'll pick my favorites in the next episode of YIAY.
Please don't forget to pull a subsidies or else every adult will be obsessed over everything besides Disney. Also, look at the description to a previous YIAY episode. Here's a clip!
What should we put on YIAY's tombstone? Like a YIAY episode, this tombstone is completely indistinguishable from all the other ones around it. Wow, a great loss. I look good. That's more hair than I have. Forehead's a little small though.